Hey, it's Mayol, and today we'll see how I went from this to this. Painting is no easy task. Non-metallic metal can be a real challenge, and some of us, like me, just struggle with skins and faces. Finding the correct color, applying it in specific ways, and having smooth transition is actually pretty hard when the scale is so tiny. At least I could never make it work. Failing over and over made me quit painting skins and faces. With time, I even tried to avoid it or paint it as fast as possible. At the end of the day, I would only use one basic formula that I'm going to share with you. But today is a new day. I have 6 faces that need to be caressed by my brush's hair. But first, let's prime them. I have an easy process to see how I can improve. I will paint every miniature one by one. I won't be painting them more than 30 minutes, making it a total of 3 hours of painting time. Mini number 1. The first mini is kinda easy. I'm just going to show you the basic formula I use to do when I paint faces. We are basically just doing a base coat of any skin tone, shaded with recurrent flesh shade, this one, and then we just highlight it with the base color we used for the base coat. For the eye, you just paint a black line, then inside this black line you're trying to paint a large white dot, and inside this white dot you just try to paint a small black dot. That should make a perfect eye. We can also glaze some purple on the mouth, and I got it done. Mini number 2. The second mini was basically the same thing as the first one. I just used a different base color and I tried to be more precise. So it took a bit longer. At the end of the day, it was just the same result. Mini number 3.
But first, I needed to do something.
One major problem that I faced was that my brush was too large. I wanted to try the same technique, but with a smaller brush, to see how precise my first technique could be. Mini number 4. Now that I understood how stupid I was for not using, I don't know, a brush that is useful for what I'm going to do with it. I mean, it was so much easier to paint with a size 0 instead of size 2. After the third mini, I was like, I have an old book, it's a painting book, and it explains stuff with a lot of details, so I just took it and learned. After some time reading and understanding how lights work on my head, like you can see it right now, I could finally go back to work. For the first time in a few months, I enjoyed painting a face. I felt like I could do it. I had the knowledge from the book and a great brush. What could go wrong? For the fourth mini, I did not want to use a shade, so I just base color with a darker color, like a darker brown. And I slowly built highlights on top of the darker brown, where the light should be. So on top of the head, nose, chin, and also here. You can maybe see it. Understanding that a mini is not 2D but 3D, so understanding it as shapes and volumes instead of like a canvas was much easier. For the eye, my technique did not change at all. I was more precise with the sizer brush, so it was just easier to do. Mini number 5. For the 5th mini, I wanted to paint a female skin tone. First, because it changes of male,
And second, because I could use brighter color.
I felt like if I could do the same job with this female skin tone as the one I did before, that was a great improvement. So I followed exactly the same steps, but with a brighter color, and I tried to be more relaxed with my movements. Mini number 6. Finally, the last miniature. The aim was to have the perfect paint job.
So let's paint it.
Wait, why is it black and white? Oh, sorry. I'm not happy with this. And actually, I find it great that I was not happy with my last miniature, because first, it shows that I'm not consistent, so I'm not good at painting faces. I improved, but I still have a lot to learn. From the first one to the last one, I mean to the 4th and 5th one, it's a completely different paint job, and the result is much better. But being inconsistent shows that I still need to practice. And at the end of the day, this video wasn't really to talk about if I could do it or not. It was mainly here to show that if we plan to learn something, we can do it. And with time and practice, we can make it not perfect, but better than before.
And I'm not talking about the subscribe button you should smash.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, to like. See you guys. Over.